everyone! Hope you're all doing well today. I bet you're wondering how you play Snap Word War. So, Mr. Franklin and Rashid, they are offering to help learn how to play the game so that you can learn it too at home. Now, inside your packet, you got a list of Unit 5 snap words. Hopefully you found those. Maybe you're still working on some words from a different week, and that's okay too. Whatever words you need to work on, those are the words you can use. But in that packet, we have the Unit 5 words, and if you're ready to get going on them, this is a great game to do it with. So you can write those words onto cards so that you have a deck of cards. This is one of the Unit 5 words, over. I just have it on a yellow card. If you have index cards at home or however you can make it, that will be a great plan to put each of those Unit 5 words onto cards. You can pause the video if you need to go do that really quick. Sorry about that, Rashid. Serious? Doesn't pay attention to where he's running. Okay, so now once you have all of your words made into cards, you're going to make sure that each player has an equal amount of cards. So deal them out to both players. They have their cards all set to go. Now this is just like war, except for we're going to use the alphabet to decide which cards are worth more. If it's closest to A in the alphabet, that is going to be the winning card. Whatever's closer to Z in the alphabet, that is going to be the losing card. So a helpful hint would be to take a piece of paper and write out A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way up to Z, so that if you get confused, you're not sure where that letter is in the alphabet, which one's closest to A, you can use the ABC on a piece of paper to help you. Just a helpful hint. Alright, so both players have their deck of cards and they're not going to let the other person see until they're ready to flip it down. So Mr. Franklin would put his card down in front of him, and Mr. Rashid would put his card down in front of him. Rashid would read his card out loud. His card says what? Always. So he would tell Mr. Franklin, my card says always. And Mr. Franklin would read his card, myself. Now we're going to take a look at these two snap words. Which one is closest to A with the letter that it begins with? Yeah, always. It actually has the letter A there. So Rashid would be the winner of that round because his letter is A, closest to A in the alphabet. So he would take both of those cards, always and myself, and put them on a stack facing down next to him. Are you with me so far? Alright, now they're going to lay down their next cards and they're going to do the exact same thing. They're both going to read the card that they have, and whoever is closest to A in the alphabet gets to keep the cards. So Mr. Franklin sets his card down and he gets ready to read it. So does Mr. Rashid. Mr. Franklin would say, my card says want, and Rashid would say, my card says, what does it say? Were. But look at what happened. Do you notice something? They both start with the letter W. So that means they're going to war. So they're going to set their cards down right next to each other. And then they're both going to set 3 cards face down. Just like in the actual war game. 3 cards face down in front of them. Do you see how I put it so that they can't read the card? And then they would put 1 card facing up right underneath it. Hey, stop that. Alright. Now Rashid would do the same thing. They're both going to war, so he's going to set down his 3 cards facing down. 2, 3. And then he would have his 1 card facing up. Now Mr. Franklin, he's going to read his card. His card says kind. Awesome. And Rashid's card says them. What letter does this word start with? T. And Mr. Franklin's card starts with the letter K. Which one is closer to A in the alphabet? T or K? You can use your alphabet chart to check which one's closest to A. All right, hopefully you figured out that K is closest to A in the alphabet, not T. So then, guess who gets to take all the cards? Mr. Franklin. He literally gets to take everybody's cards. Just like so. And whoever gets all the cards first is the winner. So he got to collect a ton of cards. And he'll set those face down next to him. And they'll keep going until one player gets all the cards. Make sense? Awesome. I hope you give this game a try. It's fun to mix it up how you study your words because there are so many different ways to study them. And if you're still working on some words from Unit 3 or Unit 4, do what works for you. That's what this is all about. I hope that helps you and have fun playing. One last thing before you go. Before the game is over, the person with all the cards is going to go through them and lay them out, and you're going to read them out loud. You could even practice spelling them and writing them out loud before you put the cards away, because there's all those cards that you flip down. You want to make sure that you're practicing reading all of those cards. And have fun playing. Play as many times as you want, and hope to hear about it. Bye.